I tell you, this content that I'm going to be sharing with you is absolutely going to blow your mind. So get ready, make sure to take a lot of notes and absolutely get prepared to learn where the internet is going. So let's just get started with shifting trends and the world ahead, which is going to be very interesting and very mind-blowing presentation. So let me just tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the crystal ball look of what's going to be happening on the internet very, very soon. It's actually not so much into the future, but it's actually very, very much in the present, what is happening, but most people have not realized that it is happening. So let's just first of all tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sharing with you 6 different developments and also 7 important trends and in the internet and in technology, so that you will see where we are going. So let's just get started. First of all, trend number 1, the use of QR codes will increase dramatically. Now look at this picture here. If you actually see that picture, you will see that it's very weird in reality. This is a building in London, and all it is a QR code. It's really weird, isn't it? Well, this QR code, basically, you're going to start seeing it appearing all over the place. Not this QR code itself, but most QR codes are going to be appearing all over the place. I mean, I don't think that this is just particularly nice, but actually just proves the point that this is something that is happening. It's a trend that is happening. So let me tell you how QR codes are going to be are going to get used throughout this year and beyond. First of all, you're going to start seeing people having on their business cards QR codes. Now, a QR code, basically, what it's going to do is it's like a mechanism that you just scan that QR code with your telephone. And you will be able, for example, to provide them with a free report. You will be able to give them all your information. You will be able to do all sorts of things with your QR code. So as you can see, this is how business cards are going to be done in the future. Basically, their social media points of contact, and also their QR code, so that you can actually get all the info. So as you can see, this is absolutely something that is going to really take off very strongly in 2012 and beyond. Now, you will also start seeing QR codes on magazines, because of course, I mean, that's the way, one of the things that the printed media and, physical products have that the internet has, is the interactivity. So somebody came up with this idea of the QR code, and with the QR code you can make any product interactive, and this is exactly why it's now being adopted so strongly. Now, this is one of the most incredible uses of QR codes. See, for example, the British supermarket chain Tesco, what they have done is they realized that they could not compete with their biggest competitor in Korea, because of course, I mean, putting a new supermarket in a place where there's not really that many space, it was quite difficult. So what they did is they came up with this creative idea on underground stations to pay for where they will normally put posters, and then they started putting all sorts of pictures like if they will be on the supermarket, and then you could just go with your telephone and take pictures of the different products, and then they will be sent immediately to Tesco's supermarket, and by the end of the evening, when you will arrive home, your products will be there waiting for you in your doorstep. So as you can see, the possibilities of QR codes are also very big, and they're going to keep on growing from now and to the future. Now also see, for example, how they're being used in exhibitions. I mean, previously, you just have your name on your exhibition. Right now, you will be able to provide all sorts of information just by simply having your QR code on your name tag. Also, you're going to start seeing it in a number of products, appearing in a number of products, because of course that's the way that you're going to be interacting with the product creator or whatever. So that is trend number 1. So let's go to trend number 2. Trend number 2 is apps. This is going to absolutely blow your mind. So let's just get started with it. First of all, the first big trend in the App Store is something that is called augmented reality. And what this technology does, which is actually applicable to all apps, is face recognition, object recognition, brand recognition. By simply pointing your mobile phone to someone's face, if that person is in Google Plus or in LinkedIn or in Facebook or whatever, you will be able to identify who on earth they are. Now, imagine the possibilities of what that's going to be. Also, you will be able to track different sorts of products or different sorts of things. So this is what augmented reality is. Let me just give you some examples. This is not future tense, right? This is present tense. Let me just give you some examples that will absolutely blow your mind. So let's get started. First of all, if you would like to see an example of how augmented reality works, go and download an app that is called Wikitude. You can get it on the iPhone store. And what you will see is this specific website, this specific app. What it will do is it will be giving you information of restaurants, or it will be giving you information about different things that are in front of you. Very, very interesting. It will tell you who this person is, or what kind of planet you're looking at up there, or all sorts of different things. Very, very interesting. So you can just go to wikitude.com. Let me just give you another example, and this is Blippar. You can also find the app for Blippar. This one will actually be making, through your iPhone or through your tablet, it will be making products 3D, looking 3D, and also you will be able to see a lot of stuff that is also inside of these products that normally you will not see on any printed matter, or even in the television by itself. Basically, we'll be making it like a 3D kind of product. It's really cool. I do not know exactly how this technology is going to be used, but I surely recommend you to go and have a look at it. Let me tell you another one. For example, Aurasma. You can just download the app from Aurasma, and Aurasma, what will do is it will be measuring spaces. So you will not really need any more, measuring tape. It will just tell you how long a place is, or how heavy is something. Really cool stuff. Just by simply pointing your iPhone or pointing your iPad or your tablet to that specific place. Really very interesting. Or for example, what about this one, WordLens? For example, let's say that you are in France, like it is here. You will see a sign. What you will do is you will point your telephone to that sign, which is in French, and it will be translated into English, so that you will be able to understand that. Absolutely amazing. And you can actually go and get the app already, so it's already happening. How about this one, LeafSnap? This one is absolutely amazing. Imagine that you are just going somewhere on a trip field, and you're walking around the forest, and you want to find out what kind of tree or what kind of leaf that specifically is. All you do is you point your telephone to that specific plant, and then it will tell you what specific plant you're actually in front of. Very, very cool. Or how about this one, SkyMap, that you will be able to, by pointing your phone or your tablet to the sky, you will be able to find out how far that star is. It will actually be like having a telescope in your telephone. Absolutely amazing. Now, how about this one, Skin Scan? And this one, for example, let's say that you have a wound. You will be able just to take a picture of that wound, and it will do an analysis to tell you how bad that wound is, or if you have something wrong in your skin, it will be able to tell you how it is, and it will just tell you also where you will be able to find a physician or a doctor that will be able to take care of that skin condition. Absolutely amazing, don't you think? Now, that is trend number 2, apps. Now let's go to trend number 3, which of course you are already familiar with, but let's take it to the next level so that you can see how this is working. So let's see. Right now, for example, as I was telling you, one of the things that you could do is you can actually, don't do it now, very important, don't do it now. Stay with me, because of course I have a lot of very good information, and I'm going to go very, very fast through it. Right now, Google has a technology that is called Find My Face. It belongs to Google. So as soon as the webinar is over, you can go to Google and Google Find My Face, and you will see that this technology already exists, which is basically face recognition, and it could be used in many different ways. Now, this is something that I absolutely guarantee that is going to change the way that the internet is used. So just check it out. Next is Google Goggles. And this is also very, very interesting. because the way that it works is, for example, you could be on the supermarket or in a restaurant or wherever you are, you can just take a picture of any product, and that picture will be uploaded into Google Goggles, and the search engine will do a search for that specific product, and it will tell you exactly where you can buy that product. Is that cool, or is that cool? Now, this is another product which I think is great for girls, and you can just see it in wheretogetitit.com. I mean, for example, my wife is very, oh my goodness, I really like her shirt, I wonder where she bought it. Well, now she could actually find out, because all she needs to do is get her phone, take a picture of whatever garment or shoes or whatever the other person's wearing, and this picture is going to go into the search engine for Where to Get It, and it's going to tell them exactly where to get this garment. Absolutely amazing. I really love this tagging technology. Or Amazon Flow, which I recently tried, and I thought it was just absolutely great. If you have an Amazon account, for example, I mean, I have tried it with books. You just take a picture of the book. It will immediately go into the search engine, and all you need to do is click the button Buy Now, and within 24 hours, using Amazon Prime, will be in your doorstep. And you can do the same thing, not only for books, but for almost any product that you can think of. So can you imagine the amazing possibilities that you can have the moment that you understand the 12 pieces of the puzzle, and then you start using this tagging technology or this augmented reality technology? Can you see why it's so critical to actually keep the knowledge inside of you, so that you will be able to really take your business to the next level? Powerful stuff, huh? Excellent. So let's just move on to our next one, which is very similar to the one that I was showing you. It's called Smooth Wine Pro. And all you need to do is the same thing. Take a picture of the label of the wine, and it will tell you where to find it, how good the wine is, etc., etc. Very interesting. So with that, we can also see our last part, which is going to be image recognition. Obviously, I've been talking about it all the time. For example, if you take a picture of whatever object that you have, or let's say that you have a lamp, and you take a picture of that lamp, it will tell you where to find it, and where you can order it online. So as you can see, e-commerce is just about to get into the next level. So that's why it's absolutely critical that you learn how to get yourself on the internet, and just stop trying to figure it out by yourself. You need help. Accept it. That's the most important thing. So let's get to our fourth trend, which is also going to be very important. We are going to go cashless. That means that, for example, we are going to be having all sorts of transactions we're going to have all sorts of transactions done through our telephone. In fact, right now Google is working with a technology that is called Google Wallet, and that is basically what this service is going to be doing. In fact, for example, a couple of days ago, we have a lady that came to give us a massage here in our residence. My wife and myself, they gave us a massage. And then after we finished, we were going to give her cash, and she said, well, sorry, I am not taking cash anymore, because of course I am just going through a number of different places, and I am afraid that I'm going to get robbed or anything like that. So I am right now processing everything through credit card. So she took out her iPhone, and she took out this little piece of this little gadget, which is called Square, and she processed our credit card on her iPhone. So as you can see, more and more we're going to go cashless. Now, another big trend that I have already spoke about is Facebook credits. I spoke about Facebook credits about a year ago, and I said that now more and more products are really going to go into Facebook credits, and you will be able to buy a lot of stuff with Facebook credits. I think that this is going to take a little bit more time than I would have expected, but in reality, if Facebook is the third largest country in the world, obviously they want to have their currency, and more stuff are going to be paid with Facebook credit. So that's another trend to watch out for. Also, for example, I do not know if you have traveled recently, but most of the airlines are not accepting cash anymore. Right now, if you want to buy duty free, or if you want to buy a drink, or if you want to buy anything on an airline, everything has to be cashless. So that's going to be the next big thing happening. This is an important thing for you to know, because obviously that tells you that everything is going into e-commerce. That's why it's very important for you to know. Now, talking about e-commerce, here's another term that you need to learn. And this term is re-commerce. So first we have e-commerce. Now it's time to learn about re-commerce. What is re-commerce? Well, first of all, we know that history repeats itself. When the economy is not doing very good, like it is not doing very good right now, the stories that you don't want to waste, right? You want to be able to make sure of that you're making the best out of all the elements and all the stuff that you have. So basically, history repeats itself. Right now, you're going to start seeing that we are entering a swap economy. So barters and swaps have been in the world for a number of centuries. I mean, for example, if you were a fisherman, you will be able to exchange stuff with somebody that was a farmer, and that's how swaps and barter started happening. Well, right now, imagine what the swap economy is going to be when you put it together with social media. That's the swap economy. There's more and more and more and more sites which actually talk about exchanging stuff. Let me give you some examples. For example, this is a website called homesforswap.com. And actually this site became very famous in a film that was, I think it was a few years ago, that was called The Holiday, that was about Cameron Diaz exchanging a house in the States with Kate Winslet in London. And this is a website where you can see that, I mean, people can actually swap their home in London for their home in the States, or my apartment in Amsterdam for a house in France, wherever it is. So swapping is going to become very bigger and bigger, and you will see swapping sites coming all over the place. Here's another one, for example, Home Exchange. That's another website that you can see on the same terms, or also, for example, this website swap.com, where you will be able to get what you will use what you have to get what you want. Very, very interesting concept. And you will see, you're going to get on seeing more and more and more of these sites. So that's our next trend that I wanted to talk about. Trend number 6 is discounts are chic and clever. Previously, if you actually were looking for discounts, you were basically a cheapskate. But right now, because of course the economy is not really doing as well as we would like it to be, what happens is that it's actually whoever has the best deals, actually it's the most clever, and of course it's very chic now to really find discounts. So let me just give you some examples. Recently I found this site. It's called MyKidsEatFree.com, where actually they tell you all the places around where you live. That's only in the United States at this moment. I guess they're going to be going global. And in this place, they tell you where you can actually eat. Your kids eat for free. So as you can see, you can just go there and find out and go to restaurants where your kids can eat for free. And I keep on seeing more and more of these websites coming. For example, also right now, what is becoming very popular are sites like Groupon or Buying Social, where group buying is also becoming very popular. So you can also see that there's a lot of people that are buying in group, and of course getting big results. So you're going to see a lot of this stuff coming up in all over the place. Right now, let's go to trend number 7, which is do-it-yourself health. Now, if you are in the health factor, you're going to absolutely you're going to find it absolutely amazing what I'm going to be sharing with you, because this has to do with exercise, this has to do with diets, this has to do with all sorts of different things which are related to health. So let me just get started with this trend, which is going to see, look at this. This is a self-diagnose app. You can actually use this app to diagnose what's happening with you. It will be asking you questions, it will be telling you things to do, and depending on what you answer, you will be able to actually find out a very accurate description of the ailment that you're having. Now, can you imagine what this is going to do for the medical industry? And this is just the beginning, right? Imagine there's also a hearing test app. Let's say that you're trying to find out how good your hearing is. Well, you can, in your app, actually have a hearing test. In your iPhone, you will be able to have a hearing test. Isn't that amazing? Now, look at this one, blood test app. With this one, you will be able to use your telephone to just put a little bit of blood on the screen of your telephone to do a complete analysis of your blood. I mean, whether you want to know what blood type you are, or you want to know a lot of things about your blood, you will be able to actually do it through your telephone. Isn't that amazing? Now look at this one, lung cancer risk app. By using your telephone, you will be able to find out how much on risk of you having lung cancer you will have. So very, very interesting stuff. So are you amazed already with these trends? I'm sure you are, right? Well, that's why it's absolutely critical that you understand that most people have no clue about this, and possibly till before you got into this webinar you didn't have a clue either.